afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're watching WY TV. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatunji. Welcome to another edition of Trends on WY TV. You know how we do it on this platform. This is where we talk about the trending news all around town. So, the sponsor for this show is Nokpa Abbas and Kim Victor Nigeria Enterprises. All right, you know how we do it. Don't let us waste much time on this because I've been saying it and I'll keep saying it that all these last month officials are in Lagos State. Me, I not see any job with they do, to be sincere. Because the last time I checked, when they were, there was a news that came up last month, whereby the last month official was running after a man until this man had an accident that involved a woman that is just going on her way to work. So I don't know, you know, they've been having different occurrence of this accident by last mile officials and all. I've not seen any job they are doing. Well, most of the drivers in Lagos State, once they see last mile uniform like this, they start feeling like, I don't enter them today. So I don't know, but thank God that Lagos State government has been doing things, you know, to make sure the last mile officials are working diligently the way they are supposed to work. That where they put them, they are now staying there. But then this is another news for the last mile officials now. They say, while 5 last mile officials indicted for corruptions, he received letter of termination of appointment. Good, that is good for them. You see, there are still many. I know that. Don't worry, this will teach other last mile officials lesson because they thought they can just do anything. Maybe because the governor of Lagos State is once chairman of last mile. I don't know. Maybe that's what's giving them that vibe, that action. You know. But then it happens that 2 of them received a letter of reprimand. The reprimand 2, and they had to remove 5, so they are out of office for now, so they can't work as a last mile official again. I'm glad, because I don't know the reason why all these last mile officials keep committing atrocities in the street of Lagos State. Well, 7 officers were also reprimanded for other infractions, while other cases against remaining 14 indicted officials were undergoing additional administrative review. Yes, let them do the review very well, because most of them need to stop wearing that uniform. They need to appoint some other sensible officials, because I don't know, these ones, they don't even know anything. The only thing they know is looking for who is following the wrong way. Before you know, brrr, they don't come, they don't carry you. Or if you are not using your seat belts, that's what they, I don't know. You know, there are some things that you need to take your mind off. Not be everything you go out, they say, hey, calm down, this and that one, and you start running after drivers that are still trying to make a living with the little they are making in a day. You will extort them, and after that, you collect everything on them and take their vehicles to your station. I don't know. I love the fact that Lagos State are now trying, the government of Lagos is trying to, you know, reshovel everything so that they can make some scapegoats. So other officials will learn, and they will learn in hard way, like my brother do say. So you guys will learn in hard way, because now 5 officials have been terminated out of last month. So now the rest, keep doing what you are doing. Your time is coming. All right, I'm glad for this news, because I know Lagos State government is really working hard just to make sure everything in that state is going well. So let's move on to the next one. Yeah, this is a sad news. You know, there's no way something sad will not trend in Nigeria. You already know that. So some gunmen attack one night club in Anambra State. Now, it was reported that this government really came to abduct the owner of the club. But then the security agencies around resist, so which made them to start shooting sporadically to everybody they see. Everywhere scatter. So even with that, they could not, you know, abduct they wanted to kidnap the owner of the club, but with the help of the security, even one security man was being beheaded. You know, I don't know. Those government, they are fierce, to be sincere, because they had to behead one security personnel that was trying to drag with them. So they say, you, boom, they cut off his head rather. Wahala. So that was the level of insecurity. The level of insecurity in Nigeria, I don't know, it's getting worse, to be sincere. But you know, someone said, why is it that this club owner too cannot start doing his club in the afternoon? I said, no, they don't do club in the morning nor afternoon. The only time the people do clubbing is night. But the only thing I would say is, once you know that you want to start operating your club in the night, you should have 100% security guarantee, you know, so as to avoid things like this. But these people that came, this government, they are ready for anything, and that's why they came with everything. They came with gun, machetes, different kind of dangerous you know, tools, just to come and carry out their operation. So it was reported that things like this happened, an abduction like this happened a few months back, whereby another club owner was being kidnapped and he had to pay the ransom of 400 million naira before he could be released. So I feel maybe they knew this as a lucrative business in that in Anambra State. So they want to start going to the club one by one. So I know the next club that is close to that area, the owner will be scared by now. Maybe he will have jackpot self, you understand? But then what I will try to say is government of Anambra State should try and do something about this gunmen and kidnappers, because I don't know which state is now safe in Nigeria. Every state is now having numerous kidnappers, you know, trying to disturb the peace of the community. So federal government, if federal government is let me say on point, if they know what they are doing, at least they will be able to carry out some operations to the state government, so as to curb all these insecurity challenges we are facing in Nigeria. It's getting too much. People just went to the club to Badon and they end up their life there. I don't know. This is just too bad. So some government have reportedly gone down some persons in a nightclub in Anambra. It was gathered that the incident occurred in Oba Idemili North local government area of Anambra State at a Porsche nightclub. So those fine girls that do go to club to go and find men that will carry them and give them money. So some of you don't meet your untimely death now. So please, Nigerian government should try and do something. People were trying to drag the owner of the club, like he did not have enough security, and I said, you don't know anything. Normally in Nigeria, it is only God that is securing us. Even police officers have security too. Yes. Why is IGP going around with security? Yeah, everybody needs security. So before security can secure you, how have you secured yourself? You should secure yourself. How do you secure yourself? Make sure you are going to places that you will not meet your water loop, because Nigeria is not safe. And even your room is not safe. In your office, you are not safe. Anywhere in Nigeria, you are not safe. Either you have money or you don't have, you are not safe. So that's why we need to keep watching out for ourselves. Forget about security agents, forget about police, forget about army, forget about anybody that you see, maybe your local the securities and all these vigilantes, and forget about them. Think about yourself. Know where you are going to, know where you're coming from, know the kind of gathering you're going to be, Don't trust anybody in Nigeria. Anything can happen at any time. So please, secure yourself before Nigeria secure you, because Nigeria is not even securing anything. Then, out of 100%, now 1% security we get from the government of Nigeria. So please, secure yourself and make sure you are trying to watch out for different things that is coming up, because if it happen with that. All right, let's move on to the next one. Last year by this time, people started shouting, there is no cashless policy, this one, that one. I think we are going to another cashless time this time, because it started from the north. Now, graduated to the east. Now, it don't enter southwest. Because in Ibadan yesterday, there's scarcity of cash. Even ATM was just dispensing 5,000 naira. Anything aside 5,000 naira, you not go fit come out. So another funny thing about the old story is that if you are not using a bank, let's say I don't want to promote any bank here, let's say you are using A bank and you wanted to withdraw with in B bank with your A bank card, the B bank will not give you any money. You have to use the bank card like using ATM of A bank with ATM of the card of A bank. It's only card of A bank that can withdraw from ATM of A bank. So you see what is going on now. Like, Nigeria is just getting worse every day by day. Last year till the quarter of this year, we were talking about Emefiele does this, Emefiele does that, he didn't release cash, he was this, he was that. So now we have another CBN governor that has already said it in the news that the Central Bank of Nigeria, as the governor of the Central Bank, that cash cash is out there for people to spend. That we have enough cash from the Central Bank of Nigeria, and it has been dispensed to every bank. And now, why is it that banks are not giving out the cash? That's the question. Because I don't understand the reason why a normal person, like an average Nigerian, will just go to the bank like to withdraw some money, and what they will tell him is there is no cash. Which is not supposed to be like that. But if politicians, if now states want collect money, now so they do for Ogun State. Yes. Ogun State, some government official, the finance director that was killed that particular day, went to the bank, to Fidelity Bank in Ogun State, and they were being robbed on the Kuto Bridge. And if there is no cash with them, this armed robber will not have carted away millions of naira. So there is no cash, so they can't give cash out to people, but they can issue cash to the government official. What is it that government official want to use cash to do? If they want to pay any government worker, maybe they can do transfer. I don't know what they are using cash for. So I think these things now is really affecting the economy, because if you don't have name in Nigeria, you don't have access to anything. It is only the poor that the law will be on, that not the rich. The rich are enjoying, while the masses, the poor masses, they are suffering. I don't know where we are going to in this country. So it has been reported that in Ibadan, that's in Oyo State, there is scarcity of cash, and people have started complaining since yesterday that we are now using money to buy money, just like the time of Emefiele. So Mr. Cardoso, sir, the governor of the CBN governor, the Central Bank of Nigeria, I beg, please do something about this, because I feel last month you said it in a statement that there is enough cash for everybody, that even the old note and the new note should be spent in Nigeria, that there is no, it is even indefinite. There is no specific date for the end of spending the old naira note. So that means we can spend it as far as Nigeria is concerned. So now I don't know the reason why banks are not giving out cash to people for people to spend, because it is now festive period. People will need cash. People want to show off. They want to buy this. They want to buy that. So I think this is the best time we need the cash. Not like you, we're suffering while we have money in the bank. So residents of Ibadan, Oyo State, are currently
Sweetheart, I can't afford to be late for this meeting.
gave me the same excuse every day.
I always tell you the truth every. You know I will never disappoint you.
Everyone needs a hero, like Nokpa.
After Nokpa,
It is always Napa.
Nokpa for management of power.